I'll never forget the night it began. I had just drifted off to sleep when a sound jolted me awake. A faint giggle, like a child's laughter, filtered through a distortion of pure malice. My eyes snapped open as my heart thundered in my chest. It was just my imagination, right? The giggling continued, growing louder and more deranged. I felt unseen eyes boring into me from the shadows of my bedroom. Trembling, I fumbled for the lamp, bathing the room in a harsh light. At first, everything appeared normal. Then my gaze fell upon my closet door, slightly ajar despite me always keeping it firmly closed. A chill raced down my spine as a bead of sweat trickled down my neck. Gripping the baseball bat I kept by my bed, I cautiously crossed the room. Each step took me deeper into a thickening miasma of dread. With a steadying breath, I flung open the closet door and raised the bat, poised to strike at whatever lurked within. The closet's dim interior yawned before me, every corner filled with malignant shadows. But there was nothing inside, no threat to be seen except a single red rubber ball in the back corner. Frowning, I reached down to pick it up. The moment my fingers touched its surface, a violent shudder ran through me. The ball was ice cold. Over the coming days, more strange occurrences manifested. Objects moved. Strange sounds echoed through the house at all hours. And always, that haunting laughter seeming to trail me no matter where I went. I barely slept, senses frayed and on high alert for any sign of danger. One morning, I woke to an unsettling message scrawled across my bathroom mirror in thick red letters. Peekaboo. My heart plummeted as I realized the awful truth. Something was inside my home, toying with me for its own amusement. Late one night, a deafening thump from inside the closet made me jolt upright in bed. I froze, all the tiny hairs on my body standing on end as it started giggling again. A low gurgling chuckle that pierced straight through me with its sheer menace. Teeth clenched, I grabbed the bat and crept towards the closet. I swung the closet door wide open and lifted the bat, ready to strike whatever was inside. That's when I saw it, sitting on the floor surrounded by torn clothes and piles of mess. An old clown doll stared right at me with empty black holes for eyes. I had no clue how it ended up in my closet. I was completely grossed out, so I kept smashing the bat down on the doll's head over and over until it was ripped into tiny shreds. With crazy wide eyes, I quickly stuffed all the ripped up pieces into a trash bag and threw the whole thing away outside behind my building. Good riddance. I was happy to get rid of that cursed creepy doll. As soon as I came back upstairs, the loud laughter and thumping footstep sound started again. I quickly turned around and saw another doll appear from the hallway. But this one was bigger, looked even more gross and scary, with shiny black bead eyes that seemed to suck in all the light around them. The big creepy doll came stumbling right at me, with fake blood dripping from its huge red smile. I swung the bat at it over and over, ripping through the fabric and sending stuffing flying everywhere. Finally, it fell into a pile on the floor in front of me. But in my heart, I felt like this was only just the start of something terrifying. In the nights after that, I saw ghost-like figures and dark shadows moving at the corner of my side. Mean laughter sounds came from rooms that were empty, and things flew across the rooms like something evil was throwing them. No matter how hard I tried to act normal, I felt scared and dreaded every moment I was awake. My dreams were no safe place either. Creepy clown faces with sharp teeth would appear out of nowhere and fill my dreams, scaring me until I woke up frozen in fear. Some nights, I felt like there were big, dark, shadowy shapes at the end of my bed, watching me as I tossed and turned from new nightmares. After almost a month of the never-ending scary stuff, I was just a shadow of my old self. I had big dark circles under my wild red eyes. I barely left my apartment because I was so paranoid and afraid that the evil thing inside was watching me, waiting for me to let my guard down. I was completely out of ideas, so I looked online trying to find any answers or explanations for the scary forces that seemed determined to make me go crazy. That's when I read the creepy rumors about the doll clown scares. Stories of possession, insanity, and even worse things happening to people who had just encountered the clown doll. At first, I didn't believe the stories and thought they were just made up. At least I tried not to believe them, until I felt the same creepy feeling on the back of my neck. Slowly turning around with the horrible feeling in my chest, I saw that I was surrounded by a whole army of clown dolls scattered all over the room, their empty glass eyes all staring right at me. Without warning, all the doll faces morphed into twisted sneers and started cackling so loudly it pierced my brain. I covered my ears as endless waves of the creepy dolls emerged from every corner, a massive horde of disturbing grins that wouldn't stop advancing no matter how many I smashed with a lamp. They just kept relentlessly coming. I ran to a corner, sweating and scared as the laughter got louder. With no choice, I swung the lamp wildly, breaking it and creating a way through the crowd. It was my only hope to get away from this nightmare. I rushed through the hole I made, dodging clown faces flying at me. In the chaos, I grabbed a fireplace poker. Its tip glowed red, my last hope in trying to survive. The dolls surrounded me, their arms grabbing and tangling. I screamed and started swinging the poker wildly, piercing through the masks of the dolls. Stuffing and gore flew around as I spun in a frenzy. After a big fight, dolls were scattered everywhere. There was still one scary thing left, a creepy figure hiding in my closet. Heart racing, I grabbed a hot poker and slowly moved forward. In the dark, I saw more scary stuff. Clown faces melting together and a giant monstrous creature with sharp teeth crawling out. The monster screamed, and I saw it weakening. Each hit made it bleed, giving me hope. Later, the place found me shocked and covered in strange tar. The room was a nightmare, and I couldn't believe I survived. Some nightmares are just too much to understand or let control us.